Hello, truth seekers, and welcome back to another episode of Life, Liberty, and Hines. With me, Brian Hines, your host. Thanks to the GCD network and whatever they did. I'm not all into that internet stuff, but whatever they did, we're on YouTube now. Yep. But thank you, GCD network, for getting us all worked out. Trying different things, Today is the 30th of January. So says the calendar that we use at this current time. The Gregorian, I believe it is called. But as well as being January 20th of 2025, this is episode 102 of said podcast. It's could be classified as news, useful information, questionable. I mean, I'm not here to lie to you or give you useless information. Here to talk about kind of current events, what's important, what's going on. I guess you could call it news, but a half hour of useful information. Useful now? I don't know. Maybe useful later. Maybe just useful as currently, politically, and economically, the U.S. is doing all right. I mean, Creepy Joe's gone. And lots of good bills, well, executive orders, are being passed. One bill he did pass, I believe, I actually have it down here somewhere. Yes. So, I should just cover that right now. But, that'll be the first thing I do. Way down there. But, I don't spend a lot of time on social media, which I'm on Truth Social mostly. I go and get her a little bit here and there, and I got banned from Facebook here recently. A week ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever. It's Facebook, who cares? But when I'm on there, I'm looking for useful information to use right here. So I run into people, and of course their algorithm is different than mine. And I mean, I've seen a few of them. The Trump hating, temper tantrum throwing imbeciles, immature imbeciles, that they're recording themselves, like sitting somewhere, in their car or whatever, and they're recording themselves acting like complete morons, screaming and crying and yelling and just. But that just goes to show that they want attention. Because the only way you're going to act like an idiot like that is because you want attention. Views on social media is the attention you're looking for. But I'll jump down here and get to the first thing. Because it said Trump signed bill. I believe it might have been floating around there for a little while. But President Trump signs the Laken Riley Act into law. The bill mandates ICE detain all illegal immigrants arrested for non-violent or violent crimes. And I forget what news source this was, but like I said, it's something I reposted there on, I believe, True Social. But the news source said, worded it this way: detain all illegal immigrants. So I run into these individuals on social media, and they almost demand that you call them illegal aliens instead of illegal immigrants. And it's like, what is these people's problem? Like, either way, people get the point. But when I see a right-wing news source write it, detain all illegal immigrants, then I'm gonna continue to call them illegal immigrants. So I have an odd feeling that these ignoramuses, degenerates, yeah, well, of course they're degenerates, are here on Life, Liberty, and Hines. What else would they be? But these trolls slash degenerates that demand you call them illegal aliens are showing their true colors. But anyway, arrested for nonviolent or violent crimes. See, now I have an odd feeling this bill has a little more to it than what's right there, face value. Because they all do. I mean, who knows how many pages this was. It probably said somewhere, but I didn't look. So, I have an odd feeling there's some stuff in this here bill that makes government officials, yeah, government officials, um, responsible for their sanctuary cities and or sanctuary states statuses. I'm pretty sure it's got some pretty good stuff written in it to get rid of these libtard government officials, elected or non-elected. There's a lot of stuff going on. But we'll jump back up here at the top. But that's pretty good stuff. Laken Riley Act. Heard about it for a little while. It is now law. Murdered by an illegal immigrant. Should have never been here. Crazy. But that's what Democrats want. That's even more crazy. Last week I talked about music. And you know what? This week, instead of it being about a person, it's about an agenda, a story, a problem. Music has been used to tell a story or entice people to do stuff or tell an agenda for quite a long time. I mean, like, I was primarily a country music listener for most of my life. I mean, I listened to 80s hair band stuff. I listened to almost anything, actually. I like 70s music. 60s music's alright. Whatever. I listen to pretty much anything. Like Fats Domino. That's just some good music right there. Some of Metallica, good stuff. I mean, a lot of music is good stuff. But anymore, nah. There's stories in music that need to be heard and shared. But I found, because the story has changed. Yes, because like I said about the country music, I used to listen to country music. Yeah. And a lot of country music seems to promote, that is, not just sing about it, but promote drinking beer or possibly moonshine, and possibly getting divorces. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but it's what it seems like country music is. Anyway, the story with that new music, it's still basically country. They call it country rap. I don't believe any of that, because like, how much of a listening base is there for a new genre of country rap? It's not the right name for it. It's patriotic rap, is what it is. Because they talk about crazy stuff. Like, I found a song by Burden, Burden, called "Save Our Children." Yeah, one of the lines in this, "Save Our Children." Nobody think about the children until they take yours. Yep. Well, the government likes to put blinders on people, keep them busy, keep them moving, or keep them looking at their smartphones. That's a good one for blinders. And of course, a lot of the population today is worried about their inner circle, which is pretty much just that. It's nobody's connected with their neighbors anymore. They might be connected with people, but they're somewhere on the phone, connected with somebody who knows where they're at. Could be family they're connected with, or just people they met on the phone. But connected with your community, your neighbors, seems to have gone away. But anyway, that's why, as Burden says in the song "Save Our Children," nobody think about the children until they take yours. Sad. And they also, uh, another line here is, before they make your kid a target, pedophiles should die before the charges. That's that's a pretty serious sentence for a song, you know? Before they make your kid a target, pedophiles should die before charges. Almost like they think the courts is a waste of time there. Just get it done. Because the whole Megan's Law list thing, it got, I talked about it here already. They got a little irritated with what the government did with a good cause. Megan's Law list. There's all kinds of people on that list that shouldn't be on that list. Just saying. That's why the original family is like anti that law now. Anyway, another line in the Save Our Children by Burden is, all races selling kids like a store. It's worldwide, this child trafficking ring. Whether it's for labor or Worse. All races selling kids like a store. I've seen a couple articles where the child trafficking ring is like a multi-billion-dollar industry. That is billion with a B. Multi-billion. Does that mean 2? Or does that mean 99? Either way, it it shouldn't. It should be 0. But no. So I mean, I'm telling you. Well, I've already told you. But there's things that happened in the past when Oprah Winfrey's school got all those children stolen. I'm telling you, they said it was stolen by Hamas. I don't think they were stolen by Hamas. No. But if you do the inside job, then you blame somebody else that's known for doing bad stuff. I mean, not like Hamas, a good group of individuals. No. But I don't think they stole them children. And then that same incident happened during Hussein Obama regime. There was another class of children stolen. I think it was all girls in Africa or whatever. Same situation, just many years later. See now, how many other times did that happen around the world? And we just never knew about it. It was in a secluded enough area that it never had to get to the news. But it's a very good song by Burden, Save Our Children. Yep. And then it's sort of like the same thing, agenda, story. I found Tyson James. This dude is awesome. But Tyson James, My Kids Are Mine, is the name of the song. And you check that there song out. Of course, it's there on YouTube and stuff. Yeah, you check out My Kids Are Mine on YouTube, and I'll tell you what he's saying, I totally believe. I mean, he's singing a song, so he can't provide like proof and stuff right there. But we'll go through here a little bit. Tyson James, My Kids Are Mine. I found one of the lines. I wrote a song that's pretty cool because I guess he was a victim of CPS harassment. He says, I get a knock on my door from CPS. And then some lines go by. And then he says, I know they've been watching me. I post about guns quite frequently. So, the note I put here was, using your First Amendment about your Second Amendment gets you targeted by the CPS. Well, CPS. It seems like these 3-letter organizations, like FBI, WHO, which Trump just got us out of that crap. We're not wasting money on WHO anymore. Which, now that we're gone, they're probably going to shrivel up and blow away in a wind. Like most of them. Because Trump also pulled us out of the Paris Climate Accord. way back in like 2017 and stuff, and we were back in it, but we aren't in it anymore. But Paris Climate Accord, that's like PCA. Normally when they talk about it, they don't say PCA, so maybe something else. But in this place, it means Paris Climate Accord, because we're talking about three-letter institutes: FBI, CIA, the one that K wanted to get rid of, the CIA wanted to splinter. Remember that? Yeah, but who? There's a bunch of them out there, and they all sort of are like corrupt and stuff. Well, CPS is a three-letter organization. I find kids are fine. You kill the kid in the womb, and you can't have mine. CPS. They're all about stealing kids, I believe. They say they're there to take care of kids, but we have found possible evidence of stealing kids. But anyway, using them for whatever. Anyway, he says you kill the kids in the womb and you can't have mine. Well, if they're not stealing kids, then why would they promote, or if their business is of stealing kids, then why would they promote killing them in the womb, otherwise known as abortion? Well, maybe because they somehow get some kickback out of that. Because I think I heard something about them there mRNA vaccines. You heard something about them like having human DNA or something in them. I don't know how true it is. I don't even have that written down. It's just something I seen, heard. But we'll check it out maybe. But anyway, because um, if CPS promotes abortion, then I guess there's money being made whether kids are alive or dead. And in this here song, My Kids Are Mine, he also says, with this happening, CPS doing the trafficking. Oh yeah, I mean, there you go. It's in the song. CPS doing the trafficking. That's crazy. With this happening, CPS doing the trafficking. Now, I'm pretty sure Tyson James isn't really into lying in his songs and stuff. So, and like I said, he ain't got time to be posting his evidence. But I'm thinking this is a big red pill for everybody. It's just in the wrong line of music. We need to get this kind of words in different kinds of music, because there's too many people sleeping out there. I mean, I understand they don't want to admit to the truth because the truth is so evil that they'll think, oh, I should have seen this earlier. Well, earlier they were hiding it pretty good, but earlier is before 2016. After 2016, they weren't hiding it as much. It's pretty much you people, not you people that are watching this here show. I mean, maybe at one time, but if you're watching this show, your head ain't in the sand anymore, which is where I was going with that. Anyway, we gotta move on. President Trump signs Lincoln Riley Act into law. I already said that, but you know what? I read it again because that's pretty good stuff right there. Just saying. I always loved to put to post bad news about CNN. And I seen something there that CNN is set to fire hundreds of employees. That's good stuff. um, the individuals that are going to get fired, the hundreds of employees, hundreds of employees, almost sounds like going bankrupt, out of business, that kind of stuff. Because they already shrank their size a couple times, and then they went and changed. Like they got rid of all their famous people, like Cuomo. He made way too much money. They still make way too much money, but people like Cuomo gone. But they ended up moving their office place, like some fancy neighborhood, to the slums over again. Anyway, new stuff is CNN is set to fire hundreds. Oh, I can't wait until they're gone. They're so bad that the Chinese don't even want to buy them. I'm not saying they're for sale, but anything's for sale. And when you're doing that bad, you're definitely for sale. I seen Congressman Jeff Van Drew from New Jersey. He fought off liberal. Trump posted this. He fought off liberal agendas and ended offshore windmill disaster that the libtards and well, earth-friendly whatever people were trying to. They were going to ruin the shore with windmills in Jersey. So you go out there instead of looking out there and seeing the ocean and nothing but the ocean. No, they want to see stupid man-made windmills. Now we don't need windmills off the shore. And like I said, thanks to Congressman Jeff Van Drew from New Jersey. Can you believe it? As I refer to as Blue Jersey. I think they stole that this time around also. Just saying. Mentioned it here once or twice. But last week, I didn't get to a couple things. And this is, I guess, good news. Check this out. Cecil Richards, former president of Planned Parenthood, and called, she referred to unborn babies as clumps of cells. I mean, that's pretty mean, ignorant, evil. But she died there, like being it's last week stuff. I guess it would have been like last Monday or whatever. But yeah, it seems like a lot of these evil people that do evil stuff have been dying recently. Some of them are getting shot on the streets in New York. Some of them are dying of, I forget what it said she died of, but she's an evil individual. Former president of Planned Parenthood. And she done died. See? And then, yeah, we got time for another one of these here from last week. Clips of what I, ultra realistic masks, they're called, is getting easier to find on social media. Ultra realistic masks. It looks like real. Like you put it on and you look like somebody different. Stretch it around and you look like somebody different. Yep. Seems like these here videos that were, you'd find them and then they'd disappear. And you'd find them, they'd disappear. But now, I don't know. Seems like you're allowed to see these videos of these ultra realistic masks. Worth checking out. I think it has something to do with central casting. And I remember Trump, I talked about it here, said something about a whole monologue of pieces of them. Trump said he's a good central casting. But that is another half hour, and I'm out of here. I hope you enjoyed the show. See you next week.